Hey, CrazyRonn here, and here we are with Concrete Jungle, a game that came out last week as of this recording, so it's like September. Um, Based on what I've been reading through, what I've seen, and what little I've played, it's kind of like supposedly a city planning game mixed with a puzzler, but not really so much city planning, but a lot of puzzle. Yeah, a lot of puzzle. So, um, it has really neat aesthetics and a good. It's fairly addicting. I mean, I've only played like the tutorial level, like one level, but it's I could see its charm and allure to it, and I was gonna do like a rundown of it, but since there's actually more stuff to it, the way the gameplay is, I'll probably just do a playthrough of it or something. I mean, there is a campaign, so that could be something. And you know what? Yeah, I have everything squared away, so let's just dive right into it. It kind of also feels like a mix of Tetris as well. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about once we get the ball rolling. So we'll start in the tutorial area, and we'll go from there. Hollyville! It's a nice little town.
Welcome to the small town of Hollyville. My name is Lainey, and I'm here to show you the ropes.
You seem like a Holly. Are you sure this isn't your city?
Looking around is pretty easy. You can use the right mouse or the keyboard's cursor or W, A, S, and D keys.
The WASD.
You can also zoom in and out using the mouse wheel or the R and F keys.
Dun 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 dun. Tree.
In front of you, there is a small grid upon which you can place buildings.
It's like the world's smallest map for SimCity, or this is the map size SimCity 2013. No, it's a good game.
Those buildings are determined by a series of cards. Let's draw some now and get started.
So yes, this game has like a card deck system that gives you, buildings, or I almost said pieces, but they are kind of puzzle pieces.
That will do nicely.
You will see what I mean in a second, how it plays like Tetris.
At the top here is the next card in your build list. It's a school, pretty useful. On the card is a small 3x3 grid with a building icon in the middle. This displays the building's effect on its adjacent tiles. Blue squares represent +1 point, so the school will give +1 points to the tiles immediately adjacent to it. With a card selected, you can now place it. Notice how the blue highlights represent the area effect as displayed on the card. Let's put the school here.
Tries to control me, tells me what to do.
You'll notice there are now some plus score markers on the empty tiles that were affected by the school. If we place point collecting buildings on those positive scoring tiles, we'll get points. It just so happens the next card in your build list is a houses card. By far the most common point collecting building. Notice how it tells you on the card if the building collects points or not. So let's get some points.
Yeah! I like her enthusiasm.
Great! We now have 1 point due to the combination of the school's area effect and the house. We have a target to reach for each column. Currently, that target is 2. You can see your current target right here in the top right. In order to fulfill that target for each column, we need to use a combination of buildings that affect their surroundings and point-collecting buildings. Next up, we have a car wash. This card also has some red squares, which means it will have a negative effect on those tiles. But crucially, it has positive effects in the places we need right now to bring our house up to 2. Select and place the car wash so that our house is given another point.
Car wash, yeah. So just do that.
We now have 2 points in the first column thanks to our house, school, and car wash. Also notice how the red negative area effect from the car wash canceled out one of the points from the school. Now the first column is complete. Look what happens.
It's like Tetris.
See that? The column has been cleared. That means you bank the points from that column, which are then multiplied and added to your total score. It also means you get a new empty column to build in here on the right.
Not like Tetris.
The immediate aim of the game is always to clear the first column, but you'll have to plan ahead with your building placements in order to do that for future columns. Those are the basics, but let me show you what happens if you forget to place a point collecting building in a column. Fill this column with the following non-point collecting buildings. If any building area effects spill off the side of the grid, they will have no effect. You can use this to your advantage sometimes.
Boop.
Now we have no point collecting buildings in this column. This will likely happen to you sometimes, but just to be clear, it's something you want to try and avoid.
I can tell.
And not just because we have a brewery and factory next to a school.
Oh, it's teaching the kids, you know, careers in, you know, contributing to society. There you go.
With no means of collecting points,
Oh, it's
this
raining.
column cannot reach its target.
That is a cool aesthetic around the sides of the weather.
Therefore, it's just going to sit there while we fill up the rest of the empty land. We need to force clear it. Once the first column is filled, you'll notice this little button flashing at you. All we have to do is click it to force clear. Great! However, force clearing isn't free. It costs you 1 life.
How about wiping the school and the 3 buildings of employment out of existence? Do those not take lives?
You can see how many lives you have left here.
Lady, I only got 1.
Make sure you use your lives sparingly. Once you run out, you'll fail the level. Now see if you can complete past this column here using the next batch of buildings.
So it kind of tells you your cards ahead of time, and you have this one that you can draw from, so you can't select these bottom ones. So let's see what we can do with this. Even before, I still try to click down here, but you can't, obviously. So place that there. I can place this house anywhere else. I can't click this up. I can't click this one, but what I can do is try to do that. Have that cancel that dry spot out. Then have a supermarket area. We can try to mitigate some of this negative spill off. Then do that. That area is eaten up. The shops will, we can have it kind of cap this one off. Or we can do, actually, I can't put anything else in here, so I have to put that. Now that's 2. There we go. So now it's cleared. Brewery in the -1 area, because we're not going to do anything with that. There's a level 4 right there, so what we can do is just, you know, just fill it. Now we got a school. Place it strategically right there. We got a factory, which will be negative. That farmhouse, as long as we don't drop it below too much, we should still be able to, you know, capitalize on it being there. Now the car wash, what we can do is have the red spots cancel out areas that are already occupied. There's 2. Combo.
Looks like you're ready for the next challenge.
Yeah. Wholesaler. So you unlock cards, and there's like a card store, though I don't think it has anything to do with microtransactions. Hopefully not, because I'm not a big fan of those. Let's see if we can screw this up. Ooh, look, a 5x5. Wonder if they'll get any bigger grids, because 5x5 seems like an upper limit.
Since you did such a good job at Hollyville.
I'd say so.
Well, apart from the whole school, factory, brewery debacle, which was kind of my fault.
Yes, it is.
I wanted you to develop in the county of Luther Fields, a small commuter town south of the city. You know what to do, just a few small differences this time. You now have 2 times as many build slots. You can now choose your next building from either of the cards in the white bracket area.
Sweet! So we got double the
excitement.
options.
Us government employees need to appreciate the little things.
Like not being able to go on strike and never be laid off.
I've also thrown some new buildings into the mix. This is a green. Yes, the card is yellow, get used to it. It's one of my favorite entry-level cards. It lets you choose a tile around it to give +1 to. Super useful.
So I feel like, oh, so now I need 3. According to this, I need 3 per column. So I need to keep that in mind when placing. Since I got a car wash ahead of time, I could leverage it to my advantage.
All you
So
have
I
to
can
do
put.
with a green is place it where you want as normal. Some blue icons will then appear to show you where you can apply the card's buff.
Okay, so I also got a factory. So
Just select where you want. If you decide to cancel the placement after you have clicked, you can do so by clicking the X icon that appears over the chosen build position. If you ever get confused about what a card does, you can right-click on any
oh, that's
card
helpful.
at any time in the game to have a closer look and find out more about what it does. You need to develop the land without running out of lives. This bar here shows you how close you are from completion. It will fill with blueness as you clear columns.
Ah, it's Nessie.
One more thing. The column
Okay.
target is now set at 3. Nothing you can't handle, right?
Well,
Good.
you added one more grid to the column, so.
I'm going back to City Hall. I've got so much paperwork to do with the coming election. Catch you later.
Look at her neck. Nope. She's got like a long cat neck. Okay, so we can use a green for something like the car wash. So what we can do is we can just occupy that blank spot with this and hit a corner. Grab that. Now I got a factory, which we can have them share together a very pitiful existence. Then we can have the green. Actually, wait, that's a park. Why can't you just call it a park? I don't get these places sometimes. Let's see. So now we can just snag that. Snag that. I wonder if we can, because a lot of negatives isn't really good. Ooh, look, a library. So what we can do is probably put the library like right here, where this thing is. I only need 3, so there's no reason for me to do that. I can put this right here because I will need 3 for this column to get solved, and if I only have 1 per column, that -1 is detrimental. So we got that. Now we could do something like that. I could save the green for something entirely. I'm tempted to use the school to cancel out the negatives here, but you need a point gathering thing in the first place. So get a house here. I kind of want to save the shops for over here. Ooh, Park Square. Bada bing, bada boom. So now we need a. Ooh, this is tricky. This is tricky, because I need to put something that gets a point here. But the only way I can do that is by putting this next school in line right here. But it would cancel out that 2, which makes this entire row moot. We're gonna have to figure something out. So this is where like the puzzling comes in. Or I could just do that. Then we can do... Okay, so sweet. There's 3 right here. All in a row. It's wonderful. We need a brewery to occupy an empty slot. Need that. That would bring it down. I don't want that. Place that there. At least have them occupy their own, you know, things. So there's 3 right here in a row. Wow, I'm not gonna get houses for a while. That's not comforting at all. What I can do though is kind of buff up, because I know the back area, the next row of tiles I'm gonna get is going to be one where I can't. Ooh, wait, I'm gonna get a red as well. If I place the red there, so do that, do that. Now that's a -1. I'm gonna have to do something like occupy that, snag that, put a park square in this back area here to kind of cancel out the effects. Or how about there? It has the most area in that position. Bingo was his name-o. So bring that back up. Oh, this entire row has nothing. Oh no. Like, even if I throw something here, it's not gonna help it. Ooh. Ooh. Game, you ousted me. That's disappointing. I was hoping not to use one of those. Yet. Place house there. I can place a brewery right there, but that means I have to have something for that area. Okay, so now I got a car wash, which is problematic. Ooh, I don't want to stack all my reds together, because that could be an issue. I could put it here, because this area is already, you know, not doing kosher as it is. Wow, these negative things just build up over time. Like, holy hell. Jam Park Square right there. Probably can do something like, no, that has no benefit if I do it that way. How about if I do this, that, and make that... So I can negate that, right? And I can also, I can't occupy that, because then I won't have anything. Let's try that. So I have to reach that blue goal. Oh no, this is not looking good at all. See, there's only 2 here. I need to have something that will boost it up to a 3. But if I do that, then I'm gonna lose something here as well. Oh wait, no, that's gonna buff it up to 2. Ooh, is there any parks going on? So I guess that blue line's the goal. Let's try for that. Get a house right there. Okay, so we cleared that. Brewery, I don't want to block that because I won't have anything. Place that there. Get a 2. Ooh, if I put something here. This is tricky. This is really tricky. I can't put anything here, but what am I going to do for that? Like, how am I going to pass that? I got to get to this point. Wait a minute. What if I put this here? No, I can't, because then that would... God. This game. What if I use a green? I can't use a green there because it would... Okay, so I can do something like... Maybe something like that. Something like... It brings something down over there that I can't even see. Oh, if only this had the reach. That back row shouldn't be too much of a concern. Damn, like literally the only way I can make it across is if I do something like that, make that a 1. See, now that's a 3. That clears that. If I can get a green, I can have it go. I can have it shoot adjacent. Actually, no. If I put a green there, then I won't be able to do anything with this slot. Why does this game so hard? Because I have to put something here. Like, there's 3. If I put something here and make it adjacent, then it would work. But I can't, because that would just completely make it... Oh, look. Does that give me a combo? I know it's supposed to. Let's see. Let's do something like... that. Get a green. That's cleared. But now this is screwed. Like, and this is my last tile, too. Wow. Wow, like, I have no way out with this. Yeah, I don't. Wait. If that's the goal, can I do this?
Excellent.
Wow. So in a situation like this, you can make the win just by using one of your lives. I know I got a bad score for it, but that seems a little unfair. Yeah, see, I got a bad score. I can see that, and I can unlock the next set of cards. Cool population. So the population grows as I add more to it.